What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about the Futurecraft 4D. Again, you made so many points in that video and they were just incorrect, so please stop giving us this false information. Come on, you're supposed to know better than this. What, you're saying you've never been wrong? Yeah, shut up. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be talking about the Futurecraft 4D, and this is specifically because we've gotten some more information. And a lot of the information I gave you, it wasn't completely incorrect, but there was more I should have added to it. I should have gone more in depth into it. So I'm gonna be going really in depth into it this time. And yeah, there's still some gaps. There's still some information we don't have. But right now, I think we do have a lot. And I actually do have a jig for you guys that I'm gonna show a little later. And that's essentially the Barney's jig. I don't know if you guys remember who've been on the channel for a decent amount of time, but for the blue tints, we did something called the Barney's jig. Basically, we just switched up the product number from a random shoe to the blue tints, and we were able to keep them in our cart. Now with this, it's going to be a little different, but first, let's talk about some basic release info for everyone that's new. So it's January 18th, the release, and Yeezy Mafia stated that this could change, but right now it is going to be January 18th. Some potential times were not confirmed, but in my opinion, I think some potential times would be 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, if you're wondering, Keith, why are you giving us Eastern Time? That's not my time. What time is that my time? If you just look up time converter, you could do it yourself. You just plug in Eastern Time to whatever your time you're in. It's really not that hard. So those are just potential times. Now, it could be 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I don't know. The reason I think it's those times is because the Adidas confirmed app has released at those specific times. Now, I stated previously that it's going to be via the web confirmed and the app confirmed. And the reason I said the app confirmed was not because of the tweet that I read. It's because a site called Soul Collector or Kicks on Fire, one of those two, they said that it was going to be probably via the app as well as web confirmed, and I figure they know more than me about the release, so I trusted them. But to be honest, just thinking logically about it, I don't necessarily think that it will be on the app, which is unfortunate because that means we're getting less pairs. If you're wondering how many pairs we're getting, it's 5,000 pairs in total. That's like nothing. 5,000 pairs it's terrible. A source that I read from, it said they will release 100,000 pairs of 4D shoes with this technology by the end of 2018. But for this specific shoe, it's only going to be 5,000 pairs worldwide, I believe. Now, I don't know what countries are getting them. I know for sure, I'm pretty sure the US is getting them, and possibly the EU, and I mean, I really hope Australia gets them, but I don't think they will. So I said they won't be via the app, right? I just don't think that they're going to do that. But I do know for a fact they're doing the web confirmed. So obviously it's a possibility that they'll do the app. So if they do, make sure to sign up and make sure to use the tips that I provided in the previous How to Cop video. But for this one, what you're going to want to do, just practice. There's a website I found where you could practice Captcha for free. And you're saying, what the heck is what's the point of this, Keith? You're making us practice Captcha? That's what it's going to be. It's going to be basically the Adidas confirmed app, but it's going to be on the website. So you're going to want to practice Captcha as much as possible. And the website is captchaworksoftware.com, I believe. So feel free to check that out on your own time. You know, just grind out some Captchas. And I do believe it's a little different, the ones you're practicing, than the Adidas confirmed app Captcha, but I don't know exactly which one it's going to be. So I would say keep your notifications on for Yeezy Mafia. They're going to tweet out some helpful information, so that's another tip. But like I said, practice the Captcha. And you're saying,
without a bot, you almost have no chance.
That's where you're wrong, actually, my friend. Very, very few bots actually can do this Captcha. In fact, there is actually one that is rumored to be able to do it, but I don't use bots, and I don't think the majority of you guys use bots on this channel because I'm teaching you how to cop manually. So I'm sure some of you do, but there is only one bot that is only rumored to be able to do this. Now, I'm not going to give that out to you guys because I don't want to be affiliated with any bot services. So that gives all of us manual users a much greater chance to be able to get these, even though it's only 5,000 pairs. But just consider this. If you practice Captcha, if you get really good at it, where as soon as you read it, you're good at looking for keywords like that, your reflexes are on point, when it comes time to shine, you're going to have at least a 4 times higher chance than the average person who legit just opened up their computer and just decided to check it out. So, come on, guys. It's worth it. Practice the Captcha. And also another thing, the jig. We got to talk about the jig. So, it's going to be extremely, extremely similar to the Barney's jig, but there's some catches to it. And these catches they're problems. So the whole thing is that with the Barney's jig, you got to add the shoe to your cart before the release date. So all you would have to do at 10 o'clock was refresh, and then you could buy the shoe without having to go through the part of clicking your size and all that and the Captcha, and it would save you a ton of time. But with this thing, the only thing you can do is add it to your wish list. So I don't think that's going to help you at all. Just my opinion, I don't think this jig is actually going to work. But if you have a buddy with you, while you do the Captcha, maybe he could do this. I do think it's worth a try. That's all I'm saying. This jig is worth a try. So I'm going to walk you through this step by step. If you get a little confused, just feel free to rewind. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard me explain this process tons of times. It's a little different, so please pay attention closely. So let's get right into it. The first thing you're going to want to do, you're just going to want to click on any pair of shoes. As you can see, I just clicked on a pair of black Ultra Boost. Now, when you click on it, you don't actually click it. You right click, or on MacBook, I think you click with 2 fingers like this simultaneously. And as you do that, there'll be a little box that comes up. Scroll down to the bottom, and you hit Inspect Element. Then you see all this weird stuff come up, and you're like, whoa, what is all this stuff? It's so confusing. Trust me, guys, it's not confusing at all. It's just a bunch of letters that most of them don't mean anything to you, but there's one that does mean a lot to you. And basically, to find this, is you're going to use Control F. You press Control F when this thing comes up. That's it. Simple as that. And if you've ever done a research paper and you don't feel like reading a big article, if you hit Control F, you could type in a keyword and it'll highlight all those keywords. So in this case, we're going to look for keywords. And the keyword we're going to be looking for this time is data-master ID. Okay? The master ID is one word. If you just type in data-master, it'll come up. And actually, this is different than the blue tint release. The blue tint release on Barney's was actually data-prod. So this one's a little different. I guess every site has different ones. But then the number. You'll see a little number in quotation marks. What you have to do this time is delete that number that's in there. And then you have to type in this number. I'm going to give it to you once and one time only. If you don't get it, just rewind. So ready? B75942. That's it. So you're going to plug that into it. And on the Barney's release, what happened was we had to do this 4 times. For this one, you actually only have to do it once, so that's it. Once you plug it in, you hit enter, it'll like light up for you or something like that. I don't know why it does that. And then right after that, you can leave the thing open, you move your little mouse thing over to the side, and then you click the heart thing. Then the heart thing will add it to your wish list. Once you click the heart, it's added to your wish list, and you could X out that thing. And then you head on over to your wish list, or your favorites, whatever it's called, and it should be there. It'll be there waiting for you. And if you say, Keith, this isn't working for me, make sure you're on Google Chrome. And if it's not working for you, maybe it's because your computer's not updated or something, but I'm pretty sure all computers, you're able to do this. So if it's not working for you, you probably typed in the wrong number. So I would just rewind this and try it again. But like I said, I don't think this jig's going to work because you're probably going to be able to click purchase from there once it goes live, but you might end up having to do the Captcha again. But I'm still telling you this because there's a chance that you don't have to do the Captcha at all. You might just be able to click purchase. But I'm just telling you every single possibility on how to cop this shoe. So like I said, just to wrap everything up, do I think it will be on Adidas Confirmed? Probably not, but it's possible. So make sure you check it before the release. And for this one, Adidas Confirmed Web, what you have to do, just make sure you sign up before the release. If you're wondering how to sign up, all you got to do is type in Futurecraft on the Adidas website. It'll take you to this page, has a nice presentation and all. Go to the bottom and sign up for updates. When you sign up for updates, they probably will email you when signups are live. So when signups are live, make sure you're signed up. Please, guys. In addition to that, keep notifications on for Yeezy Mafia. I'm sure Yeezy Mafia will tweet out when the signups are live. Get like 10 friends. Get your mom, get your dad, get Uncle Gary. And you guys could all sign up, and then you could all be on the same Wi-Fi trying to get this. That'll increase your chances substantially. So please, guys, believe me when I say you do have a chance here. Little to no bots are actually able to get through to this. There is one, like I said, that is rumored to be able to, so that kind of sucks. But you have a decent chance without the bots. But like I said, 5,000 shoes. It's going to be tough. Don't worry, though, because there's going to be 100,000 pairs this year, which isn't a lot at all, but you're going to have a chance to cop another in the future. And, of course, like the Barney's jig that I mentioned, I don't necessarily think it will work, but it's definitely worth a try. So that's it, guys. Also, feel free to purchase any of these 3 shoes. I'm selling a pair of Fire Red 3s, South Beach 9s, and Cool Gray 4s. And I love these shoes, but I gotta save up for these upcoming releases because I don't have a lot of money, guys. So I'm gonna have to sell some of my shoes in exchange to get these because busboying doesn't really pay a lot. So if you're interested, they're all size 9.5 except for the Cool Gray, that is a size 10. I will send you detailed pictures on demand. Instagram, DM me at Keith_Adam_. I'll see you guys around. Have a fantastic day, and feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Bing bang, ding ding ding, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, ding ding bang, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, bing 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 ding ding bang bang ding.
A great success!